of people. Hello! Hello, YouTube! Hi! Welcome on in! Maybe... I wish that it would not take this long for it to reload for me to be able to see that the live is live. Like, I feel like it's a stressful amount of time that it takes between me clicking live and then actually seeing that it's live. But anyway, hello YouTube! We're playing Penelope Pendrick and the Art of Deceit. We are on... This is my 9th session of playing this game. And I will tell you that I am slow as molasses. I am like the slowest player of Penelope Pendrick that ever Penelope Pendrick did. Well, I can't really say that for sure. When I compare myself to what other people seem to have been accomplishing, they look like they're getting farther faster. But some of those people, I am only watching them on like a... I'm watching like a video Let's Play, not lives. And I can tell you this, if I was playing this as a video Let's Play, there's a lot of my gameplay that I would have been like, you guys don't need to see that. Excuse me, sorry. I didn't mean to cough right in your ear. I'm rude and terrible. I'm sorry. I hope you will forgive me. Okay. So yeah. Let's get into it. When last we were here, I am like, I'm screaming in my own ear. I hate it. Hang on. Let me fix this. There's a setting that I have wrong. Okay. Oh, I bet I know why everything is terrible and bad. Hang on. Okay, it does really help a lot when there's game music. Okay. So when last we were here, I had just finished cleaning this thing. And then I don't know why I came back to Gerald's back room. Yeah. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I thought I was looking for here. I forgot in the meantime, you know. But I did before I started stream check my checklist, and there's Snoop in Colin's apartment. He has a laptop, and I feel like I should try harder to break into it. Okay, it's 4:30, so we have at least an hour and a half. Right. Okay. So, what have I... Is there a power button? Okay. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, so now we need to find a password. But now that we know that we need a password, perhaps the game will let us find a password. Sagittarius. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that that's the password. Can you imagine how many, like, how many people were playing this game and they were like, I bet that's the power button, and they found it right away? And how many people were like me? I don't know how to spell Sagittarius. Not like that. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay, 2 T's. According to Google. Alrighty. My computer. Anything happening there? Emails. Okay. Idris McFain. All right, keep an eye on that clock there. From Colin Ellison. To whom it may concern, my name is Colin Ellison, proprietor of the art gallery located on Oak Hollow Street between Oakford and Carlisle. I'm writing today to set up an appointment for an appraisal on some unusual pieces that I recently purchased. They span all mediums, carved wood, painted tile, cast metal, the list goes on. The artist is unknown, but many of the pieces pay homage. Is it homage? You know what? This is not the time to think about this. We have an hour. To the style of Dutch artist M.C. Escher. I'm hoping to identify the artist because he has potential to be a hidden gem. Based on what I've seen and if more of his creations can be located, I believe my discovery could be an invaluable contribution to the art world. I look forward to a response. Colin. Reply says, Dear Mr. Ellison, thank you for contacting us. We would be happy to perform a thorough evaluation of these pieces. If you are available, let's meet next Wednesday at 10 a.m. You can find the address of our warehouse on our website. Okay. Can I read any of the other? Okay, there's only some of them I can read. So this is an email from his dad. Son, if I wanted to burn money, I would have invested in Lehman Brothers in 06. Burn, by the way. Okay, I'm putting my foot down. If I refuse to fund your pipe dream of an art career any longer. Oh, sorry. I'm putting my foot down. I refuse to refund. Jesus. Pretend I read that right, okay? Moving along. 50K here, 50K there. I see no return on investment. Where's the foot traffic? Where are the sales? What am I supposed to tell my colleagues when they ask about you? Frankly, it's embarrassing. Either prove that your gallery is viable or downsize and learn to do your own cooking. FYI, my sister Agatha died Tuesday of cardiac arrest. I'll send details of the funeral shortly. I think this is meant to just give us an idea of exactly how familial of a family they are. Seems like not very. Okay, then we've got from Colin Ellison, helpline. I think I need help. I'm starting to scare myself. I can't stop hurting people. Whoa! Colin! Can I click on anything else in here? Okay, no. Okay. Let's turn the power off and get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay. What we would like to do is just go to the apartment and regroup. Let's see if we can make any new phone calls. Let's see if we can talk to Stacy. I didn't think so, but it's always worth a shot. Can we make any phone calls? Okay. So he's been making himself scarce from his friends. Sorry, hang on. Let me regroup properly. So Colin, we were at his house previously and listened to his voicemails. There was a voicemail from a friend of his saying, where the heck have you been? Nobody's been able to reach out to you. In fact, now I have to resort to calling you like as if I'm 70. So I'm thinking Colin's running out of money, which is why he's upset about a lot of things. But he's stopped going to dinner with his friends. And he told us before that he doesn't cook for himself. He only eats out. And every night's a party and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we have that thing that's happening. Another thing we have that's happening is that his dad is cutting him off, right? So he's out of money and his dad is cutting him off, making him out of money even more urgent. He had those 3 commissions or 2 commissions that didn't work out, or whatever the letters were. Like somebody was like, hey, I'm not paying for the commission. This art sucks. Someone else was like, no, we don't want your stuff in our gallery or something of that effect. Gerald tried to buy Cliffside and Colin tried to package in extra art pieces to sell it. And Gerald was like, no, I just want the one painting. Sell it to me or don't. Go away. So that's happening. So he's under a lot of pressure. We already know he has anger issues because, like, one of the things he's been doing when someone hurts his feelings is that he writes, like, a fake obituary for them. But, like, the way they died was just, like, very awful. Or just like he's just graphically angry inside of those fake obituaries. Then we've got this email that he was trying to send to the helpline because although the fact is that the sentence cuts off, I can't stop hurting people, but it doesn't, like, it could be people's feelings. Like, we don't know what the next, line was because it got cut off. He stopped typing it before he finished it, but there wasn't like a period at the end of the sentence. So it's ambiguous. Is that the end of the sentence, or was there more that he was going to say? I wonder if we can make any phone calls. 555-7283.
I don't need to talk to him right now.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and guess that we can't say anything to Eileen either. But it's worth a shot just to call, because
this
what
is
if?
Eileen Davies' cell.
Yeah, that's what I
Please
figured.
leave a message or call back later. Thanks.
Please leave a message or call back later. Thanks. 339-555-0668. Just in case we can talk to John Branham.
You've reached the phone
Okay.
of John Branham.
No.
I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message. And
Okay.
I will get back to you at the earliest convenience.
So right now it's 5:30. We could, if reading the emails unlocked dialogue with Colin, we still have time to go talk to him. So let's go check that out. Hi Colin, I broke into your house.
Hey, glad you're here. I need to show you something. Last night, my cleaning lady, she found something behind a toilet in the women's bathroom.
Ew, no. I was just leaving.
It's gonna be a clue,
What?
Penelope.
No, gross.
Jesus.
It's a letter in an envelope found not too far from where your missing woman left her bag. I put it in the bag if you want to check it out.
Oh, well, your cleaning lady needs a raise.
I think she's fine.
Okay, well, your money problems should not be transferred to your cleaning lady. When I became sick, the world turned upside down. I was so young, you were so young, only a teenager. It tore my heart in two knowing that as time went on, I would become less and less able to be the mother I wanted to be. You took it in stride. Every day you told me how I was going to get better. I knew that you knew the truth, but it didn't matter. I always appreciated your strength when I had none. You were the mother now, and I was the child. I write this as I wait for the end. After a decade of slow decay, the thought of peaceful slumber is warm and comforting. I'm ready. It saddens me to know that I won't be able to walk you through the milestones of life, but that doesn't mean that I won't be there with you always. When you walk down the aisle, when you have your first child, remember that I am there by your side. Now I must tell you something. I want to pass on my trains... Oh, Jesus. My reading skills. It's like my mouth does not want to say the words that my brain is reading, and it's so frustrating. So let's go back to the now. Now I must tell you something. I want to pass on my strange fixation before it passes with me. You may have caught glimpses of unusual papers and seen the light on in my study late into the night. Until I became sick, I was searching for something. In 1977, I befriended an older gentleman. I would join him on the park bench after work to chit-chat for a few minutes, and watch the world go by. We did grab a sheet, we'll look at it after. And watch the world go by. As the days became weeks, he grew increasingly open with me. Hang on. I think part of my problem is this volume slider being maybe too loud. Let me adjust it and see if that helps me. Okay, knock it off. Knock it off. Sorry. Alright, let me restart from as the days became weeks. See, now, if this was a video, a polished, published edited video, you wouldn't even see all these parts where I make mistakes. They would be eliminated from this. Oh my gosh, wait. I think I just missed it, but hi, Unky Dank Mean, thanks for the lurk. Okay. That does make me realize, though, that means something has not been turned on that was supposed to be turned on. So let me quickly turn it on. Oh, yes, I do. Fixed. Yep, fixed. Okay. So like I was saying, if this was a video series, all of these flubs where I misread the lines and stuff wouldn't even be in here. Panicking because I'm like running out of time wouldn't be in here. Maybe I want to do like a clean playthrough after this, like one where it's like, oh yeah, I know where I'm going and what I'm doing. Check out how good I am. But so we could do a compare and contrast. We could be like, oh look, I got to this only in this amount of time, whereas in my first playthrough, it took me 3 days of going the wrong way before I figured this out. Anyway, okay, sorry. Back into this space. As the days became weeks, he grew increasingly open with me. I learned the man I thought to be average and unassuming was the victim of war and tragedy, was very rich, had the mind of a genius, and had the passion of an artist. Was he a madman? He would have been if he were any poorer, but he had everything he needed to make his visions a reality. He told me of his legacy, some unknown place he called The Shelter, being built in Carlisle in the dead of night by a crew sworn to secrecy. He said to me, I have created the greatest work of architecture that the world can never see. When I asked him what he meant, he told me that what he was building was for the safety of his family first, a work of engineering second, and to make him famous never. What he experienced during the world wars shaped him and his view of the future. The loss that he had lived through haunted him, and he vowed to protect his family from war at all costs. This shelter is somewhere for his family and generations to come to hide, if ever faced with the prospect of war reaching American shores. This is where I, and now you as well, come in. He wanted us to feel free to shelter there too if necessary. He gave me a couple of keys and odd ornamental pieces along with the pages. Okay. Okay, so I must not be able to get this out. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hang on. I failed to turn a page. Pages of enigmatic riddles and drawings. He listed the names of others he had confided in and told me to reach out, and he warned me to read his instructions very, very carefully. I was so perplexed by everything, all I could do was say thank you. What happens next is a deep regret. Do you remember when we suddenly had to move? The changes going on at work took all of my attention, and in all the packing and chaos, I never had the chance to get back to that bench. I was never able to fully thank Hendrik Vandenberg for sharing his incredible secret with me. Even though it wasn't long before we moved back home, it was only a couple of years later that I became sick. I knew I would never see Carlisle's greatest secret. That is why I pass this information on to you. I believe you have the intelligence and perseverance to right my regret. It's no secret that I was too protective of you when you were growing up. I felt the guilt as I began to witness the effect on you. How you began to see things with fear as I did. When you began to back away from life and recede into your shell. I knew the damage had been done. I had wanted every one of your days to be safer than the day you were born, and for myself to never go through the pain of seeing you in a situation so far beyond my control. Yeah, there, see? We had to read the whole thing. Okay. But now I realize this decision was fueled mostly by old trauma and my own fears. I deeply, deeply apologize. I can only hope that this opportunity for you to overcome the challenges of this... I can only hope that this opportunity for you to overcome the challenges of this search will show you how to be brave, the brave, confident woman you were meant to be. But at the same time, I will say that if you follow this path, don't let it consume you. I know how you can be sometimes. Still live your life, find love, have experiences, do it all. Oh, sorry. As unique as the search may be, it's not worth more than your happiness. Death is not an easy thing. Death is not an easy thing, but it is a natural part of life and shouldn't be feared but embraced. So don't mourn me when I'm gone. Rejoice because I am free. You are strong, maybe the strongest person I know. When you were born into that burning room, I was so afraid that you wouldn't survive. But like a phoenix, you made it out of the ashes with a new life to live. And in the same way, I know you will come out of this experience anew. No matter the path you choose, remember I am there at your side. Love, Ma. Yes, this necklace was your great-great-grandmother's, was mine, and now is yours. Okay, cool. So the necklace might not have anything to do with anything.
This is it. This is what they were looking for. Hendrik Vandenberg's shelter.
I'm going to assume that Hendrik Vandenberg's shelter. Let's take a look at this page before we leave. Okay, it's not. Hang on. I need to check which of these pages is new. It's this one, right? I've engineered multiple duplicates of the components, which will be presented solely to the most trusted of individuals needed to navigate through the front. Sorry. I've engineered multiple duplicates of the components, which will be presented solely to the most trusted individuals. The components needed to navigate through to the final destination. As for my own personal set of components, I have stored them in various areas in the surrounding region and in the keeping of those closest to my confidence. Okay. I think that was the new page that we got. Yeah, because I feel like I've read all the other pages. Yes, okay. So
It's 6. Time to close up.
okay, bye. So I am positive that Hendrik's shelter explains this. Why is there a door with a brick wall right behind it? It also would explain why this building didn't get torn down when it was supposed to be torn down in 1968. I think. That is my suspicion. And I don't have any scissors or anything to like cut through this, right? Okay. Do I want to see if I can have new dialogue with Evelyn or Mitchell? I mean, worst case I don't, right? And then I can go to sleep. But I feel like every time you find something
You need
new,
to tell me
talk
more
to
about
everybody
Hendrik
again.
Vandenberg and what he built. It's crucial to the case.
I refuse to entertain you or the musings of a madman.
You're awfully determined to keep people away from your uncle's musings.
Would I want to draw attention to my family's flaws?
I'll entertain his musings if it'll get us any closer to who we're looking for.
Then you're no better than he was. This matter is closed.
That's really weird of her. Like, that's a very weird reaction on her part. Okay. Anything new in the... Okay, so we still haven't finished... Oh, wait, maybe we have. Yeah, we have. Find the password. Yes, we did that. Find Hendrik Vandenberg's shelter. Well, that's what we're working on. Let's see if we have new dialogue with Mitchell. No. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's go to the house. See if we can talk to Stacy. And like I said, every time that I unlock something new, I want to at least try to see if there's new dialogue with anybody, because that's always been my fatal flaw playing Nancy games, is forgetting to come back and talk to people again. Neglecting to exhaust all the dialogue options. Sorry, I lost my vocabulary there for a minute. Okay. So why was this kid looking for the... Wait!
This is Eileen Davies' cell. Please leave a message or call back later. Thanks.
Maybe the kid wasn't looking for the shelter. Like, maybe the kid just got caught up in something by accident.
Hi, Branham. It's Penelope.
Ah, hello, Miss Pendrick. Did the address provide you with the answers you were looking for?
It certainly did. I'm on the trail of something much weirder than I anticipated.
Well, spill the deets, as the kids say.
I actually don't think the kids say that. Anyway, I've come across evidence that somewhere in Carlisle is a mysterious hidden structure built by a rich but secretive architect.
Okay.
Incredible. Or you may be mistakenly reading off of the back of a DVD case.
I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, I think I'm onto something.
Okay.
The reason I called, would you be able to look into the name Hendrik Vandenberg for me?
Well, with the power of technology, I will do it right now. Let's see.
Yeah, why don't we have a laptop and a Google?
Incorrect password. What do you mean, incorrect password? FLU.
This guy's super security conscious. He's like whispering his password at us.
1, 2, 3. Is the case sensitive? Or... The nice thing about paper documents is that you don't need to sign in. Oh, okay, great, it worked. I have access to an amazing database of almost every record imaginable. If you want to learn more about LBJ's dental visits, the tool is right here.
No thanks. I'm good. I'm just looking for any information on Hendrik Vandenberg.
Birth certificate. Quick translate. All right. Born in 1905 to Virgil and Elizabeth van den Berg in Rotterdam, Netherlands. Immigration papers show that he immigrated from the Netherlands in 1940. Interesting. That surely would have been related to the Rotterdam Blitz in May of that year.
Rotterdam Blitz?
An especially destructive aerial bombing carried out by the German Luftwaffe, their air force, in World War II. Rotterdam was one of only 5 Allied cities that was completely destroyed in the war. Mr. Vandenberg was lucky to have survived. Ellis Island immigration reports show that he traveled solo. Okay. 1950 census show his address to be 312 Hillcrest Heights, Carlisle, Connecticut. Sounds familiar. Oh, here's something. In 1952, he enrolled at Yale for dual architectural history and engineering degrees. Oh, good for him, bettering himself later in life. Death certificate says he passed away of natural causes in Carlisle at the respectable age of 78. Oh, here's one more thing. It appears he purchased a commercial property in 1968. Rosewood Apartments, formerly known as the Rosewood Hotel, was set by the city to be demolished. But before that happened, Mr. Vandenberg bought the building himself.
Well, you're kidding. You won't believe this, but I'm currently standing in that exact building.
Well, it's not the wildest thing you've told me, but I hope for your sake the building was brought up to code after it was purchased.
I hope so, too. This is a huge find. As always, your help has been invaluable.
The only payment I ask in return is that when you find this hidden structure and solve your mystery, you give me a call. I'm wondering if Carlisle could do with more than a single chapter.
Absolutely.
Okay. That reminds me that there was something else I clocked in the letter from the mom
I should answer that.
to our Jane Doe. Okay, well, let's answer the phone first. And then I'll say the thing.
Hello?
The ransom callers called in again. This time they mean business.
Did they ask for the money?
Did they ask for the money?
They told us to put the money in a weatherproof container and essentially bury it in a wooden area in the public park. They didn't give us an exact deadline, but they said the sooner it's done, the more fingers our victims will walk away with.
Oh, that's awful.
Holy smokes. Did they say anything about the victims?
Did they say anything about the victims?
Just that they're currently still alive. We pressed them on proof that they actually have them held captive, but they told us we're in a position to be asking questions. So we still don't know for a fact that this is even real. But that doesn't really matter.
Well, would you consider calling them on their bluff? Like, no proof, no money?
There's no way. It'd be too risky. Unfortunately, they really have us on the palm of their hand here.
So what are you gonna do?
Looks like all we could do is cough up 50 grand and then camp out at the pickup location. We suspect their plan is to really drag out the actual pickup. If they want the box weatherproof and all, it's not a dumb idea. If they have us waiting and watching for weeks on end, it'll be hard for us to stay vigilant for that long. But if we want any chance at saving our victims, we may have to play directly into their plan. Unless we can figure out who they are before it gets to that point.
On what could be a related note, I did get to look around Colin's apartment. I came across an email written to him by his dad. Basically, we were right to suspect that his dad's money was keeping Colin's gallery afloat. But now, it looks like he's getting cut off. And the number 50,000 was thrown around in the email as well.
Zimmerman, Vasquez, pack the car. We have an arrest to make.
Whoa, wait. This isn't exactly concrete evidence.
But we have enough probable cause to fill a bathtub.
Here's what I think. I think that Colin is taking advantage of the fact that there's a highly publicized missing people to attempt to get a ransom, even though he might have nothing to do with the people's disappearance. That's what I think is going on here. I agree with you, but give me a little more time to confirm you're right. I really don't think he has anything to do with this.
I agree with you, but give me a little more time to confirm we're right.
Are you crazy? We need to bring him in ASAP.
It doesn't matter. Nothing we found is definitive. Could be a whole lot of circumstance.
Every instinct in my body is telling me to ignore you and go get him.
What happens if you do? You arrest him with no evidence, and then his lawyers make you give him up.
Taking a big leap of faith here. You better be right.
And then he walks.
We're close to answers. Trust me on this one.
I feel like there's no benefit to the police to arrest him with no evidence. I'm looking to see if there's new notes that I should... You know what? I'm so lazy. I don't want to read the notes out. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Gerald sneaked the small town's book and a sketch page into Stacy's belongings. He seemed to have wanted her to figure out something from it, but why her? And is she being honest that she never really pursued it? It sounds like Colin does need his dad's money to run the gallery, and now he's getting cut off. That's not good. What I found in the buried box by Speedy's Diners looks very similar to the medallion-like object that was on the sketch page that Gerald had. The ransomer called a second time and laid out their demands. They sounded serious and mentioned fingers, or lack thereof, so we need to follow their instructions. Sergeant Russell is convinced that Colin is the captor because of the timing of him getting cut off, but there are just too many other sides to this cube. We would need more proof to make an arrest. This is it. This is what they were looking for. And this is the significance of Evelyn's uncle Hendrik. He built something in secret somewhere in Carlisle, a place to keep his family safe if things went downhill. The papers and other things I've been finding are related to this. I have a feeling we need to find this shelter. Hendrik was the one to purchase Rosewood Apartments in 1968. That's why it's still standing. I have a feeling that the entrance to the shelter may very literally be right under my nose. Okay. So I was gonna go... Where was I gonna go? I was about to step out the door, and I was talking about... Oh! I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the bookstore so I could show you something. Okay. Here we are. All right. Right here. Phoenix baby born out of the ashes. This Phoenix baby is our Jane Doe. On Wednesday, May 3rd, several reports of smoke were called in from the North Carlisle area. A family home on Rose Hill Drive had caught a blaze not long after the smoke had been noticed by neighbors. Firefighters rushed to the scene at 7:36 p.m. Upon entry of the home in search of inhabitants, firefighters Randy Davis and Chuck Pasquinti heard muffled cries from an obscured doorway. A flaming beam had trapped individuals within the room. Once inside, the firefighters were met with a bizarre sight. Three people... Hang on, I'm trying to... It's not easy to drag this up. 3 people were in the first floor bedroom. A doctor, a man, and a woman on the bed. The woman was letting out cries of pain as if injured. Upon further inspection was found to be in the final stages of childbirth. Meanwhile, the room was beginning to catch fire, with the curtains already in flames. The men and the doctor were close to the floor to avoid smoke inhalation. Can we pull this up any further? The 2 firefighters alerted medical authorities for a stretcher, but in the moments before the stretcher arrived, the baby was born. The 2 men were guided out of the burning building, while the woman and newborn were carried out on a stretcher. For those who witnessed the miracle, the newborn, Ruby Ivor, is now known as the Phoenix baby due to being born in flames. All 4 inhabitants of the house survived with minimal injury. The blaze was extinguished by 10:05 p.m. So, we are looking for Ruby Iyer. Ruby Iyer is so Ruby Iyer born May 3rd. I'm writing this down in my handy dandy notebook. Ruby Iyer. May 3rd, 1968 is Jane Doe. Okay. I wonder if I can call Sergeant and tell him that. Oh, I bet you have a question. Who is Jane Doe? What is Jane Doe's real name? Yes. Ruby Iyer.
That's it.
Yeah. It was a bonus question, too. Okay. Find Hendrik Vandenberg's shelter. Okay, I think we need to search the apartment building now. I wonder if we now have an ability to do anything that we couldn't do before in the apartment building. Let me look at the notes to see if they guide us in any way. Okay, so we have the medallion. We need to put it into a medallion. Okay. That'll make a set of stairs switch direction. No. Okay. Next thing. We've already solved these puzzles. Okay. 3rd page. We've solved that one. 4th page. Okay. Also remember C85. I should write this down. Okay. Hang on. Were there any notes on the other pages that I didn't? Okay. No. I mean, there were, but they weren't. Okay. I don't. Okay. Also remember. C8.5. And then it's got a drawing of the eye. From our apartment building. Okay. Okay. That should give me enough of a hint. Or remind me enough of what this is. Okay. The next one is this one. This is it's levers. Okay. Or whatever. They are in, okay, so let me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've got 5, and then 2, 1, 4, 4. Okay, and what's interesting here is 5, 4, 1, 2, 5, 2, 1, 4, 4. So I was noticing that the dial for the the combination for the dial lock that was on this box. Hang on. This box that we dug up at Speedy's. Where's the box we dug up at? The box we dug up at Speedy's was 5412. So it's just interesting. It's the same digits. This is the code to solve for the 5412. Okay, and then we've got this, which again, we know the cipher, but we don't have the key. Magnets make or break connection. And what's it say? It just says mechanism. So I'm missing some of the page here. Okay. Maybe the key is deciphered for both of them. Let me see. Okay. Tragedy. Okay. Decipher. Okay, so 4, 5, 3, 9, 16, 8, 5, 18. Okay. 20, 18, 1. G is 7, 5, 4, and Y is X, Y, Z, 25, right? 20 minus 4 is 16, which is the letter H. 18 minus 5 is 3, which is the letter C. Well, I already know that that's not right, because there's no word that starts with HC. So I've already proven myself incorrect. Plus 1 minus 3. Oh, I guess it would be, if we pretend 1 is 27, minus 3 would have been 24, which would have been X. Anyway, I can just keep going, right? 7 minus 9 is minus 2, which is again X. Okay, I'm finding that for sure this is wrong. But anyway. 5 minus 16. Same deal, right? 31 minus 16 is 15. Minus 22, which is the letter V. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a mess. Forget it. I was on the wrong track, and instead of just admitting it after the first, I proceeded See, this is the kind of stuff that wouldn't show up in a video if this was a Let's Play video edited. This, I would have said, oh, maybe it's this. Oh, no, never mind, wrong track. And you wouldn't have to watch all the part where I would double check that it was the wrong track. All right, anyway. Anything else? No, we've looked at all these papers. So let's go to the apartment complex, and see if we can find a place where there's a rosette that we can put the medallion into. So far, no. That didn't actually bring me to the rosette. Yeah, you can't actually look at this. Okay. I feel like we are not yet at the place where we will be using the medallion. So, let us go back to our apartment. Try Stacy one last time.
Now.
Oh, sorry, it would be rude. So let's try our apartment. Is there anything we can do here yet?
Weird.
Yeah, all we can do is look at it and say weird. What a bummer.
Weird. Weird.
We can't use this on.
That doesn't work.
I mean, obviously. Okay, I think right now the next step is to sleep. Sorry, I don't know why I that a million times.
Nighttime is for sleeping.
Right. I meant 10 a.m. My bad. Beady beep boop, beady beep boop, beady beep boop, beady beep boop, beady beep boop. Okay.
I don't need to talk to him right now.
You'd think that I would want to tell him about Ruby Ivers, or Ruby Ayers. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine that I don't want to tell him that. Okay. Anything to do with Stacy? Okay. Let's just go in order then. We'll start with the art gallery, then the bookstore, then
I know you rely on your
house.
dad's money to keep this gallery open. And I also know that he recently cut you off. There have been threatening phone calls made to the police station asking for $50,000 to keep the victims alive. I need an upfront answer. Is this you?
How? How do you know about my dad's money?
That's the least of your concerns right now. Do you have the victims held captive?
What? Of course not.
Did you make up a ransom story to try and get money out of the police?
No,
What?
That's demented. Since you're so concerned about my finances, when my dad cut off the money, I sold my car and traded in for a beater. That's $75K right there. If you need proof, I can walk you around the corner.
But how long will that last? What about when that money runs out?
I'll be set long enough to get rid of my apartment and move somewhere lower to the ground. I may have something with this art collecting business. I'm gonna build that up, ditch the luxury lifestyle, and I think I'll be able to keep my gallery open. I'm willing to make plenty of sacrifices to keep my art alive.
But don't you think you'll regret giving up life as you know it?
Maybe, but what's the alternative? Keep my nice things and go work for Dad? Be dead inside while lying on a pile of gold? No chance. Plus, isn't this what I always wanted? To be normal? Yeah, it's daunting to have to figure out how to make it on my own, but it's also kind of exciting. Of course I freaked out at first when I got the news from my dad, but after it set in, I actually felt relieved. I was too scared to cut my tether to him myself. But now, it's done. I'm free to be me.
So, what's it like to go from a sports car to a beater?
It has its charms. The air conditioner doesn't kick on unless I punch the dashboard a few times, but it's a car. It gets me places. My entire life has been this curated, polished experience, like I've only seen the world from a nice, cushiony bubble. Now the bubble is popped, and I'm actually allowed to fail, to be hurt by things. I'll probably hate it, but that's kind of the whole point.
Well, I'm glad you've had a revelation, but that doesn't change the fact that the police are still chomping at the bit to arrest you.
Seriously? Arrest me? Great.
I told them we don't have sufficient evidence, but I think they just want somebody at this point. I'll hold them off the best I can, but until I can crack this case, prepare yourself for a surprise visit.
What am I supposed to do if they just show up at my door and handcuff me?
Well, don't do anything. Just cooperate. If you really didn't do anything to these people, you'll be just fine.
Hey, Penelope? Thanks.
You'd better not prove me wrong. Good luck with this whole normalcy thing. And remember to stay positive, okay?
I think... Okay, I'm going to pause here real quick so that time doesn't keep ticking while I say this. So I think that it was weird that when he said, I sold my car and that gave me $75,000 of buffer, that our first response was, well, that's not sustainable because we just finished accusing him of doing a ransom, which would also not be sustainable unless his whole plan is that he's just going to continue to kidnap people every time he runs out of money. The other thing is, I think it's great that he wants to, I get that I get the whole idea about like not wanting to get rid of your own safety net and then being grateful when your safety net is removed, because now you are forced to face the real world. And I love that he's like, I would rather be poor and do art that's real than have a cushy lifestyle and work for my dad doing something that leaves me like emotionally empty or whatever, right? Like, I think that's great. It's good character development for him. I also never thought that he hurt anybody. But finding out that he sold his car and that he's looking forward to doing this kind of art collecting kind of a thing. So like where he will like search for interesting pieces of art and then find out whether or not they're valuable, whether or not people want them. I think that's a really cool projection for this particular character. And I think also that having more struggle in his life will make him make better art. And I'm not saying the only way to make good art is to have a shitty, horrible life. I'm just saying that he might have more access to his inner self if he's not surrounded by creature comforts all the time. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think it's a good. He's a rich character with a lot of depth, and I think that's great. I think that's especially great considering that this is again an indie game developed by I think it was developed by a solo developer. So, you know, the amount of thought that was put into the storytelling in this has been really, really, really impressive. I know that like earlier on I was like frustrated with little things, but like those frustrations are just like part and parcel of the game for me when I'm playing a game of this nature. I forget that I need to re-talk to people. Like, I forget that every time I discover a new thing, I should go make sure I talk to everybody to see if that new thing unlocked new dialogue with them. So that's a me problem, not the game. I also frequently forget that, like, I need to slowly hover my mouse over the screen to find if the cursor is going to change from the standard cursor to the, like, interact button. So that's a problem that I consistently run into with these games too. I also don't always, there are novel uses of items, like combine this with this to do this, right? Like, and sometimes I don't immediately make that connection. So those create frustrations in the gameplay. But as far as the character development, I've enjoyed it so far. There have been times where Penelope jumps to a conclusion that I wouldn't have jumped to, or like the sergeant reacts in a way that I'm like, that's weird. I wouldn't have expected the police to react that way to this information. But like, okay, so what? Like, that's just a matter of what I've experienced in the media I've consumed, where because I'm obviously not personally a police officer, nor am I personally Penelope Pendrick. So like, I can't say, they didn't act the way I would have acted. Like, of course they didn't. They're not you. But like sometimes the conclusions that are being drawn are not the same ones I would have expected to be drawn. But that just has to do with like the past consumption of media that I have read, watched, played, that have given me a baseline expectation for how a detective or a police officer might react to a specific piece of information. Again, it's good storytelling if I'm not like, oh yeah, I knew who was going to say that. Oh, what a shot. You know what I mean? Like it's good if it's defying my expectations in a way that is still realistic and grounded in the world of the game. So that's cool. I do find that the sergeant seems like he's overwhelmed, but the very day, the first time you talk to him, he's like, wow, we're so overwhelmed. That's why we called you for help. So it makes sense that then he's out of his element. He's wanting to get this taken care of as soon as possible. Everything is stressing him out. He always sounds like super like on edge, but it's like, yeah, but they've established that for him. Or sorry, the person who made this game has established that for him from the start. That he was the very first time you talk to him, he goes 0 to 100 in terms of like his stress level in that very first phone call. And consistently maintains that sort of like roller coaster of like, okay, this is exciting information, but now I'm really stressed about it. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, and so, but that's good too, because it's consistent. It's not like his moods being up and down consistently negates any kind of like, oh, he's all over the placeness, because if he's consistently all over the place, then that's just part of his personality, or how he's reacting to the set of circumstances he finds himself in, which is small town cop, never had to deal with anything like this before, 3 disappearances in 2 weeks. Holy cow, this is way outside of what we're expected to deal with. We usually, we're usually here to talk about noise. People make like noisy TVs after 10 p.m., potholes, parking violations, whatever, they're out of their element. Anyway, all this to say, I am really, really, really loving the story of the game. And I feel like I haven't really paused the game at all to talk about how good the character development has been in this game. When I'm comparing it to other small dev team games that I have played, where they are focusing a lot more on the gameplay, and like, look at this cool thing we could do, look at this neat thing we came up with, look at this other thing. And sometimes the character development is lacking. In this game, there's no lack of character development. It is very clear that the developer wrote a very strong story and then built a game on that, which is great, because this is a narrative driven game. This, we would want the game to have a strong story that could stand alone. that's sort of like the hallmark of a Nancy Drew type game, is that it's based on a foundation of a already could stand all on its own story, that without any gameplay we would still like if this were a book and I bought it and this was the story, it was like, you know, Penelope Pendrick comes to this town, goes to these different places, talks to these different people, discovers these different things, solves this mystery. I would read this cozy mystery novel and I would be like, yep, this works as a cozy mystery novel. And that's really like it. I don't know if that comes across as high praise, but it's high praise. And I'm telling you that this is high praise. That I think that this dev is a wonderful author. And the game that is built on the foundation of this really good story that can stand all by itself is also good because it has such a strong foundation. Like I said, frustrations aside, hey, look, if it was just a point and click novel, that would be boring. It's good that there's frustrating things that cause me to be like, oh, I can't figure this out. Because if it was just a point and click novel, then, you know, it would be a point and click novel. It wouldn't be a game. So, that was long and drawn out. I am in need of a little break. I need to remove my sweater because I am now warm. I'm going to get a snack. And I suggest that you guys do the same. I'm going to put myself on, be right back. And I will be right back. Okay. So, I'm back. And... Sorry, hang on. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm back. We're back into the game. So did we just finish talking to him? Okay. It is. Wait. Where'd he go? Okay. Does this necklace have anything to do with anything? Maybe not. Okay, so now that we have the letter... Oh, okay, no, we still should have... Can we access the stuff? No, now that we have the letter, that's the only thing we can look... Okay. Alright, gotcha. Okay. Let me look at our notes. So, I'm confident enough to believe that Colin has no part in this. He seems to have worked out his money issues, and there are too many unanswered questions beyond him. Oh, right. So the last thing we did before I had my very long kind of revision is that we talked to him and we gave him a heads up that the cops might be after him. Okay, so I think that I said gallery, bookstore, Evelyn was the order that I wanted to visit people. Okay. So yeah, no new dialogue here with Mitchell. And I'm going to guess that Evelyn is not speaking to us anymore. Like, she told us, oh no.
Gerald Cook and the woman were both searching for your Uncle Hendrick's shelter. But I think you know that already.
I'm afraid they found it.
I know you feel some sacred obligation to keep the shelter a secret, but this is now beyond you and beyond your family.
Okay.
Did the victims come too close?
Okay, hang on.
How far did you go to keep this place hidden?
I did nothing. These people, a tiny seed is planted in their minds that their mundane, innocuous little town is built upon some unseen work of architectural and engineering magnificence. They think they can become the hero of their own stories. Real-life treasure hunters or adventurers, searching to expose a work of art to the world. But maybe it doesn't end like the movies. Maybe it's not something that'll let itself be found.
What, are they trapped there?
That's what I was about to say.
What are you saying?
But I couldn't pause it.
You are the
So I had to
only
just let
person who
dialogue
knows
happen.
where to look. You need to take me there.
Don't you get it? They're dead, Penelope. They're dead. Uncle Hendrick's mind was fractured by what he lived through. For every brick he placed to protect our family, he placed another to destroy anyone who came to harm us. He didn't build a shelter. He built a tomb.
Okay, then take me there. I won't believe anything until I see them with my own eyes. If you leave it at this, the culpability of their deaths is on your shoulders.
I refuse to lead you to your death as well.
So far, I've done exactly what you asked. I haven't whispered a word of this to the police. But I'd say it certainly doesn't look good when you claim that people have died of their own poor decisions while searching for something you desperately want to keep hidden. Not to mention that Terrence, a child, was likely abducted from your property.
Abducted?
His blood is still on a rock not far from your backyard.
I didn't. I'd never.
All right, then prove it. And if you need a little more convincing, if you don't take me to the shelter, I'll have to tell the cops everything. You and your uncle's secret will be a secret no more.
No, you can't do this.
If it'll save lives, I'll do anything.
No, I'd never hurt anyone on purpose. He was the one who wanted to go in there. I told him not to, but he did it anyway, and I didn't stop him. I couldn't.
Who? Terrence went in there?
I see his ghost every night. I watch it happen again and again, and it's my fault. I know it's my fault.
Evelyn, you need to tell me what happened.
Seriously.
I take back everything I said. I won't say a single word or name a single name. Please, just talk to me.
What have I done?
God damn it.
Evelyn?
We broke her brain. Okay, that is not going to help us. Okay, I'm assuming we can't... Oh yeah, okay, no, she's... Okay. Yeah, so she's broken. Don't try to click on there because you'll fall off the cliff. Alright. Is there anything else that we can find here? No. Okay. We can't, like, turn to go that way or anything. Okay. Well, we tried. Okay. Okay. So Evelyn has cracked. Let's see if we can... If there's... Okay, no new dialogue from Mitchell. Okay. So do we go to our apartment and try to call the police? I'm surprised we haven't told the police that we discovered what Ruby's name is. Oops, wrong door. Okay, in about half an hour I have to feed the cat. I'm just saying that out loud right now so I don't forget. 555-7283.
I don't need to talk to him right now.
Are you joking? Okay, fine. 339 555 0668.
You've reached the phone of John Branham.
Okay.
I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message, and
Oh,
I will
crap
get
on a
back to you at
cracker.
the earliest
Eileen
convenience.
might have new dialogue after that revelation. 555-0927.
This is Eileen Davies'
Interesting.
cell. Please
So,
leave a message
Evelyn
or call
has
back
just
later.
kind of confessed that she definitely saw the kid go into the shelter. And I cannot tell the kid's mom. I cannot tell the police. Also, Evelyn has admitted the shelter exists, and I can't call the historian and talk to him about that. So that's interesting. What has Evelyn done? Perfect. That's the exact amount of information that I would have wanted to see in my notes. Find the shelter. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Okay. I mean, there's got to be so much more.
Weird.
Okay.
Hold on. What's this?
Okay. What is it? Is it a key to her room?
That doesn't work.
Shoot. Okay. Where have I ever seen any boxes that I couldn't open? Paint the walls pink for all I care, as long as you're paying the lease. You're the operating owner, so go ahead and renovate whichever way your heart desires to be. Okay. Is that key for another room? Wait, did I even look at it? Maybe I should look at it. No. Okay, doesn't really tell me anything. Is there anything that is locked?
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. 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 That doesn't work.
Oops, that literally was the door I just was at, right? Yeah. Okay, go on.
That doesn't work.
Two.
That doesn't work.
Oh, we already opened. Go for it.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
All right. If you're here and you were just watching
That
ads,
doesn't
we found a key outside of Stacy's door, and
That doesn't work.
if there's a box that's locked that I
That doesn't work.
need a key for, it's been so long that I don't even remember it existing.
That doesn't work.
So I am giving it a shot to see if it's for any of the doors in the apartment building, and as it turns out, it wasn't for any of the doors I have access to in the apartment building. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what places Stacy would have had access to, or would not have had access to be fair. That is not what I meant. Is there anything here that's like a locked box that... Oh, that's not what I meant either. There is? Okay. There... Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this is just a bonsai tree and a radio. Okay, so no, that wasn't... Okay, none of this is it either. Hi, Cass. Welcome on in. It's going okay. I found a key outside of Stacy's bedroom door, and well, I highly doubt that this is where it goes. And I am trying to figure out if there's any locked boxes or doors that the key might go to, but it's been a really long... I am very slow at making my way through the game, and so if I found a box in the first like in-game day or two, that it's been weeks. and I have no recollection of it. So I am trying to figure out where that key might go to, but I really don't have a clue. Hello, silly bunchies. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in here that's like a locked. Oh my gosh. I don't remember there being locked. Okay, hang on. Wow, now that was a quick response. Yes, I'm on the ball today. Okay, so Cast the Sleuth says, I just finished the game the other day. If you want a nudge in the right direction, let me know. Okay, actually, I will ask a specific question, and then if you can give me just a yes or a no answer, I'm willing to struggle and punish myself. Does this key open a door? Okay, I just realized now, you're not going to be able to give a yes or no answer. Does this key open a door or does it open a box? Is the first part of the question. The second part of the question is, would I have found that door or box already, or is it a future thing that I haven't found yet? That's, again, it's not really a yes-no. More like a box, and yes, I have found it already. Shoot. Oh, rats. My bad memory is biting me in the butt. Okay. No to door, but I believe you would have come across it, yes. Okay. So it's sort of like a box, and I've already seen it. Oh, Stacy! Hang on. Oh, dang it. You know what? Let's not go to Evelyn's house. Wait, is Evelyn gone now? I might just be looking. Okay, sorry. I'm going to read everything that everyone said. So, the questions about the doors in the box have been it. Okay, and then Silly Munchies said, I might just be lurking. As much as I love puzzles, I don't want many spoilers from other Aaron's playthrough. Makes perfect sense. The other Aaron, by the way, hang on. Is it Aaron Cassie or Cassie Aaron? I want to do a shout out. Aaron Cassie. Thank you. ERINCASEYGAM. Okay, perfect. I think that worked. Yes. Okay, there. Other Aaron. She is super cool. Wait, what? Why did it do... My bot. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Yes, it is gamers. You're right. Okay, I was like, why did my bot betray me? But it didn't. Okay, give me 2 seconds. My keyboard went crazy. Let's try that again. Aaron, Casey, gamers. I think that's... Yes. Woo! Okay, there we go. Anyway, that's other Erin. She's also playing this game, and she's super cool, so go follow her. And in the meantime, we may or may not get smacked in the head. Oh, no. Okay. So previously, when we would sneak into this house and it wasn't between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., Evelyn would hit us on the head with this vase right here. But she is now... we have caused her a mental breakdown. But yeah, let's snoop around and see if we can find a box where that key goes to, in case it goes to a key. I mean, in case it goes to a box that's here. I guess if it would be in the attic, I guess. Let's go check out the attic. No, not the bathroom. And yeah, just to reiterate, I am okay with retracing my steps a few times and like making mistakes or like being completely lost. If I get to a point where I'm like, wow, this is no longer fun, I will verbalize that. And then anybody is welcome to go ahead and give me a hint. But for now, I'm not at that point yet. For now, I am still optimistic. Okay, so I did not find anything in here. Oh, dang it. Okay. Getting out of this attic is challenging for me because I consistently accidentally sort of climb up and down the ladder over and over again. Well, it happened only a couple of times, but still, it was annoying. That's one of the things that I find that I, like when I click the turnaround button and it doesn't face me the direction I thought I was going to face, I click it over and over again. I can give you a hint to bonus unrequired content if you'd like. Maybe. Let me... Okay, actually, I'll ask this. I answered a bonus question using the newspaper. If it's not this, then I might want the hint to it, but I don't know if I want it right now. So, okay. Okay. Also, no, not also. I don't know why I said also. I want to finish the sentence. It's completely optional content that has no bearing on the real case whatsoever. I'm intrigued. Can you send it to me like in a whisper? And then that way I can look at it later when I'm not playing. And that way it won't be a spoiler. I think that would be cool. Wait, hang on. Let me make sure that my settings aren't set up that you can't whisper to me unless you blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But anyway, if you want to do it that way, that would be super cool. Be under security, right? I think I have it that people can like send me they can whisper. Yeah, I don't have whispers blocked. So if you want to send it as a whisper, that would be super cool. And if you don't want to send it as a whisper, that's also cool. I'm not, you know. But that way we can avoid spoilers. Okay.
Weird.
Well, there's nothing on here where a key would go. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, my thing does not turn into a hand anywhere. Let me just make sure that I am obsessed with the idea that this is going to be a puzzle of some kind. But maybe it isn't. Okay. I really wish that I had like a thing that was like, find the key to such and such. And then I'd be like, oh, look, I found a key. Let me see if it goes with such and such. Do I wish that I had written down things more? Yes. I'm looking at old notes that I wrote down in case I wrote down anything relating to a box that I found, but no, I didn't. Okay. Okay. I have decided that it might be worthwhile to get a hint about where I should go next.
I don't need to talk to him right now.
So if anybody does want to give a hint that is vague, but is like that the only thing it says is, have you gone to this place lately? A hint like that would be perfect.
You've reached the phone of John Branham. I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message, and I will get back to you at the earliest convenience.
Okay. So you were thinking about places that Stacy would have access to. So Stacy definitely had access to the bookstore. Because she's been to the bookstore before. I mean, there's nothing saying she couldn't have had access to the gallery, but let me go back to the bookstore because we know we've talked to her about the bookstore before. All right. Now, well, there's nothing here yet. This is nothing yet. Or if it was... Turn around. Oh, sorry. Back out. Let me see. Okay, this is that problem where I keep clicking turn around over and over again because, yeah, there. Okay, that's better. So let's, has Stacy ever visited Gerald's house? Oops. Oh. Family reunion 76, Christmas 72, Niagara. I don't think this is anything. Okay. So where else would Stacy have had access to? Oh, wait. Sometimes something won't be clickable until you can use... Okay, no. Okay, that's not it. Too bad that wasn't it. Well, the credenza. Okay, yeah, you can't access the bottom part of the credenza at all. Does the clock have anything? Shoot. No, turn around, walk here. Here, turn around, and then look at the clock. No. Okay, let me go outside and see the list of places again. So, Stacy has access to the apartment. She has been to the bookstore, she told us. I mean, she could easily have had access to Evelyn's house, but we don't know that for sure. Colin's apartment is less likely, but I don't know. Maybe they know each other. Art gallery. I don't think there's anything at the art gallery that needs a key. Speedy's diner. Yeah, this was that. That's the extent of that, right? There is no like turning around or looking at other things. This is it. Okay, so that was a no. Excuse me. Okay, I tried the key on all the doors, but it didn't open any of the doors. Did I try sneaking into her place? Like, you can't do the fire alarm twice, can you? Wow, seriously, dude? Okay. I can't believe that underhanded trick worked twice, but now... Okay. Hang on, we're having that problem where I clicked incorrectly and now we're gonna turn in circles for a while. Okay. Go here. Go... There you go. Okay. Saw this guitar in a pawn shop window and I had to get it for you. It reminds me of when we used to play your favorite albums so loud that the cops showed up at my place. Anyways, can't believe my woman is 16. Happy birthday, love Darren and the rest of the guys. They pitched in some cash too. I want to read what's on the guitar pick, but that's not what we're here for. Hey kid, thought you might like to have your 1 minute of fame. B. Ooh. Now I have a videotape that I can look at in my video player. Oh, I'm glad I locked that up behind myself so she won't know. Now, obviously, we're not going to watch it in her video player. That would be ridiculous. Because that would get us caught. So she used to be a musician, right? Before she changed her name and moved here. All right, let's get out of her place and go to our place. Okay. All right, we got a VHS tape. Put this here. And then put this here. Okay.
At 4 p.m. today, law enforcement announced that the 6 individuals suspected in yesterday's triple burglary and shooting have been apprehended and arrested. Between the hours of 10 and 11 p.m. last night, residents of North 33rd Street and adjoining neighborhoods called in multiple reports of the sounds of alarms and shattering glass from the nearby commercial strip. Officers were immediately dispatched to the scene and located a small group of hooded and masked individuals in the act of robbing 3 consecutive stores. World-class gems, shoes, and boots galore, and Carl's Corner Mart were the targets of a smash-and-grab style burglary, with the perpetrators now on the run. After refusing to yield to law enforcement, shots were fired from both sides, resulting in the injury of an officer. It was not long after that the 6 individuals were captured and brought into custody. The 6 are facing charges of burglary, destruction of property, theft, aggravated assault of an officer, and resisting arrest. At this time, it is unclear if Melanie DeSoto, a 17-year-old, will be tried as an adult. Due to the severity of the crimes, it is unlikely that the criminal justice system will grant her leniency because of her age. This is CGN News, Channel 7.
Okay, so
Melanie
we've got her name.
DeSoto? Well, that's Stacy.
All right. Maybe someone recognized her. Let's see. 555 7283. Is this important enough to tell
I don't
him?
need to talk to him right now.
Okay. Listen. I am not. Okay, so this is a criticism. How do I say this? The game is the game, and the game has to happen the way the game happens so that the story will make sense with an overreaching. Like, there's more. Like, I don't know the whole story yet, right? But, like, I'm like, Penelope, what do you mean you don't need to tell the police this piece of information? Like, she keeps finding pieces of information that I feel like she very much does need to tell the police. But I also understand that part of the story is that she's going to work things out and then have a ta-da, here's the answer moment to like present everything to the police. Hey, wait, why am I paused? Oh, I'm not paused. I'm just an idiot. Never mind. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everything's fine. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, so there are a bunch of times where I think to myself, of course we would tell the police this. And Penelope's like, nah, I'm not going to tell them that yet. Like, Penelope plays her cards close to her chest, which is fine. I get that. Okay, so did that unlock anything new? Stacy Leith's real name is Melanie DeSoto. She was involved in a burglary and shooting when she lived in Chicago. No wonder she wanted to get out and change her identity. If she was capable of those kinds of crimes before, would she do them again? Okay. Confront Stacy about her video. I mean, I guess. Okay, so that's why we didn't call the cops on her. We're going to confront her about her video. Isn't she going to be like, what the hell were you doing in my apartment? Valid, but also, I have evidence that you're a criminal.
Stacy?
Uh-oh.
Hello? Huh.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no! She's the
Voice-changing
one.
device.
Well, or someone stuck it on her phone.
Hey, what are you
against
doing?
her will.
You called in the ransom.
Fine! Yes! It was me! But you have to hear me out. I can explain.
Then explain right here and now. Did you kidnap those people?
No! I don't even know where they are.
Why should I believe you?
Because you don't have a choice. It's just the truth. I made all of this up. All of it. I can't make them magically appear.
Uh-huh. Since there's no proof, I'm going to assume that they'll be back up for sale as soon as I leave this room.
How? I'm already busted. The only way I was the one holding the cards with the cops was through my anonymity. I'd have no reason to hold people captive. None. All it would do is add to my jail time.
So then what this comes down to is that you've been leading the police on this entire time.
You don't understand. I didn't have a choice.
Oh, so someone was holding a gun to your head while you read off of a card that said, the longer it takes for you to get the money, the more fingers your captives will lose?
I didn't have a choice. I had to do something. I cannot go back.
Back to being Melanie DeSoto?
I don't even care how you know. All I need is for you to see things from my perspective.
Right now, what I see is someone low on money who saw an opportunity to capitalize on the suffering of others.
You have no idea how the world works. You with your perfect little middle-class upbringing.
You don't know
Biking
that.
around the neighborhood with your perfect little middle-class friends. Putting on pageants in school. Hanging Christmas lights
You
in the
don't
winter.
know that that's
How
Penelope's
dare
background.
you talk to me like you know why I did what I've done. Growing up, I couldn't go outside because I'd risk being hit by a stray bullet. If you've never been in a situation where you think you might get shot, don't even talk to me. You had opportunities. My role models were druggies and dropouts. The poor stay poor. And when you are stuck in that infinite cycle, you get desperate. I was only 17 when my friends convinced me to be a part of their plan. To break the cycle. To get money and get out. And that clearly didn't go as expected. So, on top of being poor, now I was marked. Permanently. The odds of getting a good job and pulling myself up by my bootstraps were now 0. The hope was gone. My life was over. I broke parole, changed my name, and started clean. Melanie DeSoto now lies at the bottom of the Chicago River. And Stacy Leith lives the life she always dreamed of. Sad, right? This life is the dream. It's better than I even imagined.
But why would you jeopardize all that?
I don't know. It was so stupid. So stupid. It was the desperation. I knew I didn't have enough money to finish my degree. And I knew if I didn't finish my degree, there I'd be. Caught right back up into the cycle.
Okay, so first of all, you could stop doing your degree and work for a while and then go back and finish your degree later. Like, lots of people do that. So notwithstanding everything else, and I'm not disputing anything about the cycles of poverty, because yeah, you're right. It's a trap, and people get stuck in it, and it's really, really hard to get out. So we're not going to argue with that. Anyway, this is far from a victimless crime, you know, or what you did was pretty serious, but I can see why you did it. You completely sidetracked the entire investigation. I mean, both of these are true, but I think this is more impactful.
This is far from a victimless crime, you know. You completely sidetracked the entire investigation. You know I'm going to have to tell all this to the police, right?
You can't, please. Please, it was a stupid mistake. If they look into my name and my past, it's over. My life is over.
So my personal feeling about this is that I almost feel like I'd be like, look, Stacey, I just need you to not keep doing bad shit. You know what I mean? Like, just stop doing crimes and I'll leave you alone. Okay, sorry, Stacey, they need to know the truth, but as far as I'm concerned, it was Stacey who called in, not Melanie. I guess I can make something up. Maybe I saw a kid at a payphone or something. Crap on a cracker. What would the real Penelope do? Now, Nancy Nancy's a stick in the mud. She would be like, I'm sorry, Stacey, but I have to tell on you and there's no choice. That's not fair. Nancy's delightful. But like, maybe Penelope has like looser, I don't know. What would you say? I'm going to say this.
I guess I can make something up.
Because I do still want Stacey to help me.
Maybe I saw a kid at a payphone or something.
I never thought I'd be saying this about my annoying, nosy neighbor, but you are incredible. You have no idea what this means. I will absolutely never do anything like this again.
Yeah, I'm the best. Now I have to go, but I'd better be seeing that voice modulator in the dumpster tomorrow.
Why wouldn't I take it with me?
That thing cost me $30.
Don't push your luck.
Take it with you.
Fine,
Give
fine.
her $30.
Mm-hmm.
Take it with you.
Into the dumpster.
Take it with you.
And Penelope?
Take.
Good luck.
Take it.
I know you can find them.
Okay, we gotta find these guys though. Okay, so that's why we didn't call the police right away, because we needed to talk to Stacey and then have an opportunity to hear her side of the story and not tell the police. All right. And that's kind of why I was like, that's why I went with the payphone thing, because Penelope doesn't immediately tell the police everything. So maybe she's not easily convinced, but able to be convinced. Okay, did that add any notes? It did not. Okay. Sergeant Russell Carlisle, please. Okay. Oh, right. I'm gonna call and say the thing about the payphone, right?
I'm going to make this quick. Don't arrest Colin. The ransom was fake. And I think I know where the victims are.
Whoa, slow down. Okay, ransom fake. Good. We'll drop everything on that. You know where they are?
This is going to sound crazy, but somewhere in Carlisle is a hidden structure that I know at least 2 of them were looking for. Oh, they're in there. I just know it. If I can find it, I can find them.
I don't follow in the slightest, but I won't waste your time with questions. Get back out there and do what you do.
Okay. It is 5:36. It is time for me to feed the cats. So, I'm going to do that real quick. I will be right back. I'm going to leave this with the time running and everything, even though I hate doing that. I'm back, but I'm still hiding because my mother-in-law brought me down a muffin. And I'm eating it. Can we call Eileen now?
This is Eileen Davies' cell. Please leave a message or call back later. Thanks.
Oops.
You've reached the phone of John Branham. I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message, and I will get back to you at the earliest convenience.
Wait. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. We got the medallion. Sorry about that. Okay, we got the medallion. I'm assuming this threatening note came from Evelyn. The ornate key. This has got something to do with the shelter. Too bad he didn't give us an address, eh? Oh, I'm just realizing that tragedy might not be the the key. Oh, sorry, it might not be the... Tragedy is likely the key, not the cipher. Wait a minute.
I know it's early, but I could really go for some sleep. I'll get back to work tomorrow.
Oh, Penelope, I love you when you do this. Thank you. Actually, that hint that it's time to go to sleep has been so valuable. I really appreciate that the dev put that in, because it really just makes such a huge difference. It prevents you from wasting a whole bunch of time. Okay, I'm not hiding anymore. Just in time for my nose to be itchy, so you're welcome. Okay, let's see what happens. Gosh, my nose really is itchy.
Hold on. What's this?
Ooh, meet me ASAP, Mitchell. Mitchell, I am suspicious. Are you gonna attack me, or is this gonna blow up in my face? Oh, hang on a second. I wonder if these letters... No, I'm realizing now, Hendrik couldn't have created a cipher that relies on a puzzle that's sitting on a table 50 years in the future.
You got the memo. Good. I've really been thinking since the last time we talked. I know I was quick to shut everything about Evelyn down when you first brought her up, but that's because I didn't want to have to think about her. Or maybe I still felt some deep-seated obligation to protect her, I don't know. But anyways, there's something about her you need to know.
Okay.
16 years ago, Evelyn killed her brother, Scott.
What?
I'm sorry. What? That's an extreme accusation. And how would you know? Wouldn't you have been broken up by then?
Turns out she never told her husband at the time about the family shelter. Yes, I know about all that. Have since the 90s. So, when Evelyn accidentally kills her brother while they're in there, she runs crying to me because I'm the only one who knows about the place, besides her parents, and she certainly wasn't going to be confiding in them.
Why do you say accidentally like that? You think she would kill her own brother on purpose?
It's only speculation, but there have been warning signs. When we were together, she'd constantly bring up how unfair it was that Scott was going to be the one to inherit the house. She was kind of obsessed with it, saying how she was the one who deserved it because of XYZ. She had motive.
But that doesn't make any sense. If Evelyn murdered someone, why would she immediately tell you about it?
Maybe a psychological thing? She posed it as a freak accident, but she was pretty upset, so she didn't have much filter. She let it slip that she changed her mind about something, but it was too late. But either way, she was absolutely devastated by what she had done, and I know that was genuine. Her regret. But regret couldn't bring Scott back.
Okay. Where's the shelter? What? Where is the shelter? Okay. How exactly did it happen? Did you alert the police?
Okay then. How exactly did it happen?
According to her, Scott was in town for a visit on the way to a work trip, and they went down to explore the tunnels for old time's sake. Yeah, what a weird family. She didn't go into any more detail than that, but that place is a carefully crafted death trap. One push in the wrong direction could easily end someone's life.
Did you alert the police?
Did you alert the police at the time?
I had no proof, no body. How could I? It's not like I or anyone else could get back in there without Evelyn and all her different types of keys. Evelyn suddenly became petrified at the idea of anyone finding the shelter.
No
Before
shit.
that, she never really cared much about the secrecy of it all, except out of respect for her parents. So I figure there must be some kind of evidence of what she did down there.
Like the body? Sorry. Okay, hang on. I'm sorry. This is a big revelation. Give me a moment. I am trying to... Okay. I'm processing. Okay. When was the last time you talked to her? Was there ever an investigation at the time? If Scott just suddenly disappeared, wouldn't there be friends and family concerned? Okay, so she did marry someone else. Remember how I was like, oh, is this Tupperware from that Tupperware gift from the marriage that never happened to Mitchell? Sorry, I want to pull back my hair. And so I apologize for this. Was there ever an investigation at the time? Let me ask when the last time he talked to her was.
When was the last time you talked to her?
Maybe a couple weeks after she told me. She came around a couple more times to cry on my shoulder, but call me a monster. I reminded her that we were broken up and I needed my space. That was the last time.
Didn't she dump him? Like, she dumped him and then she was like, yeah, you bought me a cheap ring. And he was way too into himself after he lost his arm in an accident. Just Evelyn's an interesting lady.
Was there ever an investigation at the time? I mean, if Scott just suddenly disappeared, wouldn't there be friends and family concerned?
Scott was only
You'd
visiting.
think so.
I'm sure there were all sorts of searches going on wherever he was living at the time, but nothing here in Carlisle.
If this is true, do you think Gerald could have found out her secret?
That's what I was getting to. I know Gerald was searching for something big before he disappeared. Didn't take long to figure out what he was looking for. I played dumb, of course, because I didn't want to get involved with any of that mess. I never guessed he was actually anywhere close to finding it. Then you come along mentioning Evelyn's name, and I put two and two together.
Wow. Well, this would fill in a few missing puzzle pieces. Last time I spoke to her, she implied that Gerald and the others had found the shelter and would be guaranteed to be dead by now. She refused to go down herself to look, and also refused to take me there.
Bingo. I figure you'll be needing this.
Da-da-da-da.
I'd tell you where the entrance is, but I think you already know where to look.
I do.
Oh,
I think.
and there's one more thing you should probably know. Her brother isn't the only one who suffered in that place. I'd still have 2 arms if it weren't for her.
What? I thought you said what happened was a firefighting accident.
It's easier to say that than I lost it at the hands of my ex-fiancée when we were in her crazy uncle's booby-trapped bomb shelter.
Okay. Maybe that is a bit convoluted. Wow, though, that's pretty horrible.
Do we have an
I wouldn't be too
emo
upset
for
if
this?
she was brought to justice. I believe in you.
Thanks, Mitchell.
We
And
don't,
Gerald
but
will be
we
back to his
should.
bookstore in no time.
I guess Uno reverse
Let's hope.
works.
Penelope, don't lose your head down there, okay? And that's not a metaphor.
Yikes. I'll try my
Bike's on a
best.
bike. Okay. Okay, so let me see that page. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's allergy season. For me. Face towards the direction of the setting sun. 0.51, 1.52, 2.53, 3.54. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. C, 8.5. Okay. Alright. So, let's go to my apartment. Oops. Okay.
That doesn't work.
Well, shoot. Okay. I am facing north. Okay, so now I'm facing west. A, B, C, 0.5, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 6.5, 7.5. Oh, oops. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, can't use that yet. Okay. You. It's like a pancake. Ruh-roh.
No way I could jump that.
Right. Okay. Okay. Let's go upstairs and see if we can grab some wood from the front hall. No need to tell the police what I'm up to. Holy mackerel. Okay. Sorry. There we go. All right. Okay, okay. We're doing some detecting.
One isn't sturdy enough. I need to find a second.
Okay. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, another piece of wood. It's It's not down in the lobby. I bet it's... Okay, so we can't steal one of these. Ooh. Okay, maybe it is down in the lobby. Or maybe we have to go looking? Actually, I like that I tried with one and then they were like, no, you need more than one. Okay. No, not here. Where else can I find a piece of wood? There's so much junk at the bookstore. Let's check there. No, we don't need that yet. Oh, hang on. Rats. I was like, maybe I can use my hammer to grab one of these. But it seems like no such luck. Okay. Alright, that didn't work out. Oh wait, can we use the hammer on this? No. Okay. Stop. Just stop picking everything up. Alright, Penelope. Where else have you seen some wood? Wait, can I use that axe? Where? I mean, obviously I can't carry a steel girder across town. Okay, where else have I seen... Is there anything at the Speedy Diner? No. Evelyn's house? Is there any wood in her attic, maybe? No, she's broken down and left the building, apparently. Like, I would feel bad for her, except it seems like maybe she's a murderer, so... And, like, multiple times over, it would help her if the people looking for her uncle's shelter disappeared before they found it, because that would make it easier for her not to have to worry about them finding her brother's body or anything. You know. Okay. Is there wood in here? It appears that there is not. That's a real shame. Okay, we've tried Evelyn's attic. Let's try her backyard. Oops. Are there any woods here? And when I say woods, I mean 2x4s or whatever. No. Can't grab something from her desk. Yeah, I didn't. I was hoping, but no. Okay, so it's probably in the apartment building somewhere. We just didn't find it. So I didn't look properly the first time. So let's go back to the apartment building and search better. Okay. Okay, so for sure, it's not here, right? Oh, apartment 203. There we go. Right. Silly. Forgot about that, didn't you? Alright, let's go back down. How many times have we banged on the door to 109? Because we pressed the button too many times. Okay. Here we go. I thought I was going to sneeze, and then I didn't. And then I was like, okay, never mind. But that just leads me to believe that I'm definitely going to sneeze. Okay, I like that I crawled my
missing
way
painting.
Okay, what's the poem again? Okay. Oh. Okay. This is where it just came through? Yes, okay. Where should I go? Right.
That doesn't work.
I didn't think so. That's right. Don't know what I can use. Can I use anything to look in there? Okay. Ah! Okay. So, the moon has something to do with it. Okay. Okay. Do I have any papers that say anything about the moon? It's probably got to do with the note in my bedroom that I'm gonna have to go look at again. Wait, no, I wrote it down. It is. A fortification weathered by time stands tall as an icy current winds into the distance and the sunlight bounces back towards the sky. Okay, so no, that might not be relevant right just yet. Okay, so let me see the picture of the doors. There's magnets. Magnets make and break the connection. How do we have magnets with us? Do we need magnets?
That doesn't work.
Yeah, well, no kidding.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Yeah. What can I use?
That doesn't work.
Yeah, I know.
That doesn't work.
Okay. So, we need something else. The do we need? Where can we get what we need? All right, magnet. Where can we find what exists that uses magnets? Okay, we can't use that anymore. Are there magnets in the... Do you think there's magnets in the back of the bookstore? While I'm here, maybe I should see if I can give anybody a call. 339-555-0668.
You've reached the phone of John Branham.
Okay.
I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message, and
Okay,
I
what
will
about
get back to you
Sergeant
at the
Russell?
earliest convenience.
555-7283.
I don't need to talk to him right now.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, what time is it? It's 12:24 p.m. Let's go to the bookstore and see if we can find a magnet. In case that's what we need. Okay. Actually, I guess we could... Oh, Mitchell's gone. Wait, where's Mitchell gone? Gosh, I hope he's okay. I didn't even think of checking to see if he was there when I came here looking for a 2x4. Okay, nothing here. Alrighty. This is not... And maybe I'm probably on the wrong track then. Okay. So, what else could I be needing? If I'm on the wrong track. Which I appear to be. Let's go see if... Okay, so he's gone from here completely. We cannot access anything in this except the letter. Okay, so that's not going to help us. Okay. Anything in here that helps us? No. Okay. Okay, let's... Are we able to talk to Stacy? We weren't able to sneak into her room, but are we able to talk to her? No. Okay. So whatever we need, it's something we can get from one of the locations we already have access to. No, stop. Stop. For sure, there's an item I am missing that I would use in conjunction with the thing up on the door. But what is it? The most likely location for something that can be used to open the door is Evelyn's home. But that doesn't really mean that that's where it is, because if other people have been looking around and finding things. Oh, you know what? Okay. Okay. Oh, half moon. Okay, good to know. It's not the full moon that we're looking for, it's the half moon. And the thingy. Ta-da, ta-da-da-da-da. Okay. Now how do I get back up? Oh, okay. Alright. So you need that painting to prevent you from falling off the edge. Seems like. Okay, let's go back. Sorry about that. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do this all again. Oh, just a second, actually. I just want to do something real quick. Alright, back in here. Sorry about that, I just wanted to quickly do something. And then I just realized that quickly doing that thing messed something else up. So I need to just do a couple of more things, and then everything's fine. Here we are. Okay, so we're looking for the half moon situation. That's full. Here we go, half. Okay, so now... Okay, wait, is that? Oh! Okay, that worked. Oh, I honestly thought that that was gonna trigger be a pressure plate and trigger something to you know, bonka me. Is the whole building shaking?
I don't like the sound of that.
Okay, the whole building is shaking. That's fabulous. Turquoise Watrin under Bordeaux Road, Hemel Vorby, Lavendel Velden, Die Bronzen, Zowerp Rose, Stalin Overhet, Limoen Bose. Okay. Blue, red, purple, bronze, rose, so pink, and yellow. How do I... Okay.
I'm guessing this is Dutch? I may need a little help with this one.
Okay, we're not allowed to just guess it. We have to ask someone who speaks Dutch. Who... Okay.
I need something for this.
Okay, so I need
something for this.
I can't just do this on my own. Okay. Who... Oh, right. Oh, that's... Okay. Who speaks Dutch? Evelyn, potentially. Maybe the bookstore? Okay, wait. Let's start off by... Oh, oops. Well, you know what?
I don't need to talk to him right now.
Right, of course. Should we go to the bookstore, or should we try calling... Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try calling and then go to the bookstore anyway, right?
Hi, Branham. It's Penelope. I was wondering if you could translate something for me.
Oh, right, because he used the translation app earlier.
Person to ask. But a search engine, however, knows a few languages.
I don't have a cell phone, actually.
Really? Well, you must be seen as a heretic among the Church of Millennials.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just not a fan of technology.
I admire your ability to put individuality over convenience. I'd personally never be able to give up being able to order a large hamburger with only a few clicks of a button.
Same. I really like being able to order.
What would you like translated?
Of a button.
It's definitely Dutch, which I don't speak. So here's hoping my language studies will come in handy. Turquoise wateren onder in Bordeaux Road Hemel voorbij Lavendelvelden. De bronze zon werpt rose stralen over.
Okay, so I know the first part is turquoise waters.
Waters under a burgundy sky beyond lavender fields. The bronze sun casts pink rays over the lime grove.
Well, that sounds right. Thanks, Branham.
Of course. Happy explorations, Miss Pendrick.
Okay, so I kind of knew the first part. The turquoise waters under a red. Now, obviously the specific color names, you know, like I was like blue, red, but I was kind of right? Blue, red, purple, bronze, pink, and then I was like yellow maybe, but it turns out to be lime. Should I be looking for a painting that looks like this? Turquoise waters under a burgundy sky beyond lavender fields. The bronze sun casts pink rays over the lime grove. Okay, well, I can't be looking for a painting because Well, if I am looking for a painting, it's not one that's it's not in Colin's gallery, because those are Colin's works and they wouldn't have existed when Hendrik was building the thing. But Colin has a box of Hendrik's work, right? Hi, Colin. I hope you're not home. Okay. Nothing else. Okay. It was worth checking, though. In the meantime, anything new on your computer, dude? No. 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 Okay. Maybe there's something in the house. Wait a minute, do any of my notes have colors on them? No. Recently learned of an interesting study on the topic of pigment chemical reactions of various types of metals. Assorted colors contain a specific and unique composition of chemicals to produce the hue of said color. When applied to metals, a color change occurs to the chemical structure of the metal, producing a slight swelling or contracting effect. This information could be useful in my most recent endeavor. So I need to use chemicals to change the colors of those metals. What if we're literally just talking about paint? Here.
What is that? Is that gas? My key is gone. I need to find a way to pick this lock. Quick!
Trowel? How do I pick a lock? I'm sorry, I'm confused. What am I supposed to be doing here? I need to find a way to pick the lock? Using an item I have? But where am I locked in though? Yeah. Of course, try again. Then they knock me out, they run away, they lock me in. Are they locking me in that cupboard? Who knows?
What is that? Is that gas?
Okay.
My key is gone. I need to find a way to pick this lock. Quick!
Okay. So, I am not able to click on any of my items. Okay, maybe I'm not ready for this yet. Maybe I need to have... I mean, I must need something else that I don't have. All right, so we won't come here right away. Yeah, fine. Okay. Oh, really? Well, it's a bummer that I didn't save before that. Okay. Well, we'll call it here today because there's nothing I hate more than doing a trial and error on stream. It makes me very frustrated and angry, and I don't want to be frustrated and angry. So I'm going to just end it here. And I will figure out or think about what I want to do next and then try. Thank you for letting me know I'm not soft locked. I'm sure that there is a solution, but there is nothing that makes me more frustrated than trying to brute force my way through something when I'm on stream. My frustration levels get way too high. So, okay, I will try one more time, actually. I'm not gonna just stop. But I do... Yeah, I'll try one more time and we'll see what happens. But I don't want to do this over and over and over again. The more times I do it, the more annoyed I'm gonna get, and then I'm just gonna be unpleasant. So there's nothing I can click on that I can see.
Is that gas?
Right? So, will you...
My key is gone. I need to find a way to pick this lock. Quick.
Okay, so the fact that I can't see where the lock is, the fact that I can't click on anything in my inventory, right? Okay, what did I pick up? Who the hell even knows? Oh, random shit.
That didn't work.
Oh my gosh, it's almost like I have no idea where the paper clips are in this stupid thing. Okay. We'll try one more time. Except, of course... Oh. You don't know this because Siri bought... Well, maybe you do see it, but anyway, that was one of those... You can have the... by viewers kind of messages, and and then it happened right when the glass breaking noise happened, and I thought that was funny. This is the worst puzzle in the game. Here's the thing. Everybody is going to have a different experience with puzzles.
Yes.
I do feel like
my key is gone. I need to find a way to pick this lock.
One of the things that makes this a little extra frustrating is if you're streaming, you have bright lights shining here, so you're if this black screen, if there is any part of the screen that is not fully black, I can't see it. Okay, where the hell were the... Oh, okay, it doesn't even turn into a handle.
That didn't work.
Gee. Where's the doorknob on this door?
That didn't work.
Oh, this is irritating. Yeah, this is definitely not irritating. Am I supposed to just magically click the right spot when I'm facing this way and then turn around and magically click the right spot again? Because I don't like that kind of puzzle. I don't like a puzzle that requires me to just... Yeah, there's nothing worse than a puzzle that relies on you just doing the same bullshit thing over and over and over again. I was trying to be diplomatic before when you said, in my opinion, this is the worst puzzle in the game. I was like, well, let's at least...
My key is gone.
Some people maybe have an easier time than others, but the fact is, yeah, there's nothing more irritating than a puzzle that's designed specifically to just waste my time.
That didn't work.
Okay, fabulous. Do I need 2 of them?
That didn't work.
Okay. You guys enjoy watching this while I head on over to Discord because we're not doing this. We are 1,000,000% not doing this. Locked? Locked. Yeah, sure. Absolutely, go ahead and tell me the solution. There's no possible way that I am doing this at all. I would have ended stream, I would have looked it up, and next stream I would have started by just solving the puzzle, and I would have been like, hey, I looked it up because I hate this kind of puzzle. I'm not letting a game look up, grab the item on the bottom right. Okay. I look up. Do I have to turn around and then look up? Okay. Okay. So I'm grabbing the spray bottle by accident because of the way that the puzzles are designed. You have to look. You can see the bottom of a cupboard or the top of a cupboard. Right.
What
Okay.
is that?
Got it.
Is that gas? My key is gone.
Blah, blah, blah.
I need to find a way to pick this lock.
Sorry.
Quick.
I shouldn't be snarky.
That didn't work.
Bottom right. All right. Thank goodness we saved ourselves. We're so smart.
I can't leave it like this.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Obviously, I can't leave it like this. You know, given that I'm the one who made a gas leak happen. It's all my fault. Oh, am I not allowed to turn around? Okay, so I have to fix it with something in my inventory. Here, we'll just hammer it shut.
That doesn't work.
Of course it doesn't! Game. Don't piss me off. Okay, I'm gonna shove a rag in there. Fabulous! We're going to take a rag soaked in presumably turpentine and shove it into this gas thing, and that's gonna make not have an explosion later. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Now, let me grab the paints. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Anyway, fabulous story. Amazing story. And look, not every puzzle can be a winner. Okay, we're going to take 2 deep breaths. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there should have been a valve for me to turn the gas off. Shoving a rag into a hole in a pipe is not the way to like fix the problem of a leaking pipe. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say about this. Is like, unless later on we come back here and explode the warehouse or the gallery, the entire block. Like, what is the point? Okay. So anyway, and the puzzle itself was frustrating and annoying. And it was the kind of puzzle that I would absolutely, if there was no solution online, I'd be like, well, that's as far as we're going in this game and we're not going any further because I'm absolutely not spending any time trial and erroring my way through a puzzle in the dark. No, I'm not doing it. I absolutely freaking refuse. Anyway. It's all good. We're going back to the apartment building. And that's not a criticism of the game. That is just like, nope. There are deal breakers for me in games, and that's one of them. In the dark is fine if it was someplace you visit all the time. I feel like maybe, like, I think, again, I'm not criticizing the puzzle because obviously people were able to solve it. Otherwise, there wouldn't be answers online for us to look up and follow, right? Like, someone at some point solved this puzzle. Unless the only way the person who solved it the first time was because they went to the Discord and then the dev gave them the answer. And then, yes, you can. You're right. Yeah, if you weren't curious enough and never clicked on it, yeah, you could have gotten there without ever having used the key. Okay, but all I'm saying is this. Presumably somebody playing this game before us managed to solve that puzzle, right? Because otherwise there wouldn't be an answer online for me to have looked up, right? Because I was looking it up while you were typing it. I ended up reading your answer because it was right here, but like I was in the act of looking it up. Then I know that the Discord has a hints section because when the game is brand new, there's not going to be walkthroughs, and the first person who plays it, if they can't solve puzzles, like, who's going to write the walkthrough if all the people playing it can't solve the puzzle? So I get that exists. And so my hope is, please God, let it not be that the only way that the puzzle was ever solved in the first place was because
that doesn't work.
Are you kidding me? Was because somebody that's not
that
turquoise.
Doesn't work.
Was because somebody had to ask the dev, and that was the only way that they got the answer. This will give us Bordeaux red. Lavender is going to be violet and white. Bronze. We had it before, right? Oh, that's not
that
quite right.
Work.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That doesn't work.
Okay, yellow and purple. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so hopefully a chemical reaction happens. Nope. Okay, we screwed that up. Let's try that again. Okay. Green and blue to make turquoise. Oh, wait.
That doesn't work.
Okay, you don't. Okay, so turquoise, this is fine. Red and black. Oh, wait, maybe it's red and purple. No, I think red and black. This looks more like Bordeaux. Burgundy. Lavender. Oh! I made a lilac instead of a lavender. That's my bad. Okay, rose, pink, and lime. So it's really the bronze that I'm not sure about. Red and green, wasn't it? Huh. Okay. Are these colors right? You can't mix 3 colors together. It has to be 2. Okay, let me leave and come back. Okay. Okay, we got... Did someone just try to kill me? Turquoise waters under a burgundy sky beyond lavender fields. Bronze, pink, lime. Okay.
I need something for this.
Yeah. Okay. Blue and green make turquoise. I mean, unless they call that teal. that's light blue. That's not turquoise. So I think this has to be turquoise. Bordeaux red. Yeah, Bordeaux red. Because it's burgundy. Lavender. That's violet. Well, it's okay. So here's the thing. This says it's violet, but I would say that's like a more purpley color. Lavender. No. Oh wait. When you put it on, maybe, yeah. Okay, bronze. That's orange. That's brown. That's purple. That's whatever the hell color that is. Okay, let's do pink and lime. Okay, so the question is this. If I don't know for sure that these 3 colors are right, then this is never going to work because I don't know what they mean by bronze. Like, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't call this bronze, but then on the other hand, like you're going to get the same color if you mix these two because the shades, like, it's just giving you a brown. So I need to know what they consider lavender. Like, is this lavender or is this lilac? Is this lavender or is it, I don't know, magenta or fuchsia? Is this lavender or is it not lavender? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Can you mix?
That doesn't
you
work.
can't add a third color to it and you can't pick the color and use it as one of the primaries. So, you were limited. Is this going to be a green? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Maybe you think this is lime green. I don't know. I don't know you. Black and green. Black and red. Black and yellow. Black and blue. Black and violet.
That doesn't work.
I know it doesn't work. You can't. Okay. So none of those are. Ugh, I hate this so much. That's not turquoise. That's. Okay. This is also frustrating because I don't know what they consider to be violet or lavender or whatever. Like, because this could be lavender. Or this could be lavender. This could be lavender. What if they think this is burgundy? Like, how do I know what they... how do I know what any other person thought a color was? Like, do you know what I mean? Because, like, this could easily be pink. Alright. Is there a color theory book anywhere that we're supposed to use so that we know what colors to mix together to make what colors? Let's go look around. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, okay. So we are just supposed to psychically know what the dev thinks is turquoise. Like, especially with colors like burgundy, lavender, that you're leaving way too much up to the amount, up to chance that I'm gonna know what color you think of when you say burgundy. Like, that's a really big... Wait, and not here. Okay. Do you have any books on colors? No. I mean, I didn't think so, but... What? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, I have decided, since my husband just walked down the stairs, that I am going to end things here. And I'm going to cheat and look up what the color combinations were for turquoise, burgundy, lavender, bronze, pink, and lime, because I have absolutely no patience for... It's not that I have no patience for it. It's if there was some way to lock in a color and have the game say, yes, that's turquoise, and then I move on to the next one, then I would be okay with this. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. At one point I had everything right except bronze. Like, I appreciate that, but I'm still not doing this. And I'll tell you why. Because there is too much oh yeah, no, I'm gonna be, this is day 8. No, it's actually day 9. Look, I even have the wrong title here. Yikes. Today's day 9. Anyway, I am for sure going to be here for 52 more days. Like, I mean, obviously I'm being facetious. I don't actually know that it'll be 52 more days, but like, I don't have any illusions that I'm going to quickly finish the rest of the game. Like, no, that's not going to happen. But okay, so just real quick to explain my thought process for puzzles like this. When there's too many possible combinations, in this case, there are 6 colors. Each color, some of them only have 1 or 2 possibles, but put it in perspective. If there's 2 possibles for turquoise, like if you were like, oh, does she mean light blue or does she mean teal? Like, right? A mix of blue and green. So there's 2 possibilities there. Okay, then the next one down is the reddish burgundy one. So does she mean red and black or does she mean red and purple? Okay, so now we've got 2 more possibilities. So now that's 2 times 2. Then the next one is the lavender, where there's 2 more possibilities. So that's 2 times 2 times 2. And like, by the time you work that all out, the amount of trial and error that you would need to do to accidentally get all 6 of them right is way too many. And it's especially frustrating. Like, it would be great if you could lock in one and go, okay, good, I know that one's right, and then I can move on to the next one and trial and error that, but you can't, which means at any given time, you don't know how many of the 6 you have right. Yes, exactly, combinatorials, exactly. I'm constantly talking about this. When we're playing these puzzle games and we have these things, it's all about the combinatorics, what's the other thing? Permutations, all of that stuff. And when you actually do the math on it, like, it's not, oh, no problem, I only have to guess 4 numbers. It's like, no, you would have to go through 10,000 different numbers to see if you got it right. If you really were brute forcing a 4-digit number, you need to do 10,000 individual guesses. All right? 10,000 individual guesses to brute force a 4-digit number. That's too many. Anyway, so, you guessed a 4-digit number one time? Jeez, I'm crow. If you did, I'm not sure that I wonder if you mean that you brute forced the color puzzle, or if you mean you've previously brute forced a 4-digit number. Either way, kudos to you. I am super impressed. I personally, I lose my marbles when I start getting into that kind of stuff. And then I spend more time doing the math and talking about why the math is how the math than actually doing the puzzle. I had an IRL lock that I forgot the combination to, and I went through combinations until it unlocked. Wow. I salute you. Hang on, do we have an emote for that? That might be good for that. Here, cool guy emote. Okay, Anyway, long story short, I am happy to know that I did have some of the colors right, but in order to get the game to keep moving along, I'm just going to look up the answer, but I'm going to do it offline. And then when we come back next time, I'll look like a genius to anyone who didn't see this part. Mostly during downtime for my Nancy Drew speedruns. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? So, right. Okay. So let's say goodnight to everybody over on YouTube. Good night, everybody over on YouTube. There. Bye.